Hello, everybody. Said you have a little bit of instrumental. Get the lights up, guys. Come on. Said you have a little instrumental. Why not? Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today on this Monday night? I want to say hello. Hope everybody's blessed. Just want to let you know, as everybody, if sports world, Celtics, they played the Brooklyn Nets last night. I'm going to show you the highlights. I'm sure you guys already saw it, but let's go.
The Nets and the Boston Celtics. 2-7 matchup in the.
Is it me or those? I love those Celtics jerseys. Those things are fire. Oh, give me that. You should wear a jersey.
You know who had a great game? That guy, Al Horford.
There was not a player, Ernie, on either team that I thought did not contribute, that got into the game. You know, Al Horford played well because that's the one weakness, defensively. Now, obviously, this guy played well, Jason Tatum. But Dragic played good when he came in. Man, Kyrie was unbelievable. Kyrie, man, this dude's ridiculous, man.
No, but this kid right here, Tatum,
That's a tough shot. There's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, you got to go double. Kyrie, get to the rim, pull up, high up the glass.
61-61 at the half. In the third, the Celtics, a little space between themselves and Brooklyn. Smart for three there.
He caught fire. He hit like 2 or 3 in that stretch.
Yeah, Jason Tatum there.
Then Kyrie just said, I think I will just take over this game. Y'all cannot guard me. I'm number one.
Whatever.
oh, got him.
Tatum.
Got him, money.
Man, this guy.
96-85 going to the fourth quarter. 8-0 Kyrie run. Nets with an 11-0 run. KD.
That was a hell of a pass, too.
Brooklyn had the lead.
So basically, I'm just going to play. So basically, you know, the Celtics, they won last night. You know what I'm saying? They won 115-114. So, you know, they ended up, Kyrie Irving, he had 39 points. Hold on 1 second.
Let him tee off the other kid Brown. So they had a 5-point lead. Marcus Smart.
Using size and strength. Man, this is crazy. That's a tough shot. Nothing you can do about that. Shake the guy's hand.
Kyrie broke the tie. Then it was 109 apiece.
Shoot it. That's a horse champion shot right there.
2-time horse champion, as a matter of fact.
Oh, good move.
Nice play by Horford. Yes, good hustle. This side, I thought that was a dagger right there.
Game had 20 lead changes.
Look at him. No way.
114, 113 at this point.
I think you got to get a better shot than that. Well, you couldn't because he made a pass. It was only 0.1, 0.8 when he got the pass. I don't know why you're running the clock down like that. You can't run it down. Hell of a play. One pass. Oh, everybody run. That's going to white.
Wow. I don't know. If that's going to white, they may not got a shot.
I agree with you, Ernie. That's a great one. But look how high the pass is.
No, it's right in the pocket. It's right in the
Okay, I'm just saying, great pass, but I'd like to ask the question. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Great pass.
That's a hell of a catch.
That's to Jason Tatum.
Okay. All right.
Because if it's a Derek White,
I don't know at no time. They would have got
I'm just saying, he was open to.
115, 114 is your final score. The Celtics take game one. I mean, four guys with at least 20, led by Tatum with 31, Kyrie with 39, 18 of those in the fourth quarter, Durant 23 on 9 of 24 shooting. And if the rest of this series is anything like that one, man, are we in for a doozy. Here's Steve Nash.
Coach, I know the Celtics won the game on a buzzer beater, but in your mind, where do you feel like the game was lost perhaps before then?
Yeah, you could look at a number of ways. There's obviously areas of the game where you want to improve. So take your pick. Proud of the guys. It was our first, real intense playoff experience together. We had a poor start to the second half, which cost us, obviously. But other than that, I thought there was a lot of growth from our group.
Defensively, what did you see overall? I know there was ebb and flow over the game, but what did you see defensively overall?
Yeah, I mean, it's always rash to say after the game, until you look at it. It's never quite the same in your mind as it is on tape. So, I think for us, we got hit on the boards a little bit, and we turned it over in the first half and gave them runouts. So, you add those up in a game that's decided at the buzzer, and it's hard to overcome.
43-29 rebounding advantage and offensive rebounds, 14 for the Celtics. They have 18 second chance points, 18-11 in their favor over Brooklyn in game one. How things change in this series? I mean, Brooklyn's not going to get any bigger.
We know Brooklyn is a confident bunch. I know they're in the locker room saying, hey, we got down, we played well. KD's probably saying, I didn't play my best, but we can still win. The key when you're playing against a team like Boston, they have that 1-2 punch. You can't let 3 or 4 guys get off. Al Horford came out of nowhere. He played well. Marcus Smart played well. But Brooklyn still had opportunities to win the game. KD hit that shot. It's a different ballgame, but they miss. They rotate 2 guys to 1. They make great passes. They were still able to win. But again, Brooklyn could just say, okay, they do what they're supposed to do. They won 1 game at home, but we have ways to win. We know we can beat these guys on the defensive end. We can't let 3, 4, 5 guys get off.
So this is where I disagree, Shaq. I don't think they're 1-2 punch. That's what I think would make Boston really good, is that Marcus Smart plays well. Even if he doesn't score well, he affects the game defensively. Al Horford stretches the floor. He can shoot the 3. Tice gets offensive rebounds. You got White who comes in. You got even guys like Pritchard who didn't play today, could really shoot the ball coming off the bench.
You can't let those guys get off.
But I think they do get off. I think that those guys are 8 to 12 to 14 point scorers, no matter what team they're on. They just happen to be on Boston, so they have a bunch of guys who can get 10 to 12 to 14 points with Tatum and Brown. I think that's what makes them special, and that took them to the next level.
Right, that's the average, but you can't let a guy that averages 12 get 20.
Well, and to piggyback on Kenny's point, the reason a guy gets, instead of 14, gets 20, because they're shading everything toward Tatum and Brown. So there's only 6 points, but because Tatum and Brown, they had a good game, but this dude done had 50, 60 points. I think the difference is you go back to the play-in game. You look at the game.
So I'm just happy that the Celtics won. You know what I'm saying? They ended up beating them, like I said, 115. 114 at the buzzer, but Jason Tatum did that turnaround shot. So I'm happy that they won because, again, Jason Tatum, 31 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Jaylen Brown, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. Marcus Smart had 20 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Al Horford had 20 points, 2 of 2 from 3-point range, and 15 rebounds. And Kyrie had 39 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Kevin Durant had 23 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Dragic, 14 points, 6-11 field goal shooting, 5 rebounds. Claxton, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. What do you guys think about the series? You guys think that Boston will win? Do you think Brooklyn will win? I'm hoping for Boston to win because that's state I live in Massachusetts. So I'm hoping for the Celtics to beat the Brooklyn Nets. I believe they can do it if they stay focused, and that's basically, you know what I'm saying. But as far as I want to, to say that I hope the Celtics win. It's a 7-game series. You know what I'm saying. So let me see what else. Let me see. Kevin Durant. Let's see.
After saving.
Well, I want to see something real quick. There's Kevin Durant.
Final offensive possession leading to their final possession.
It was a scramble play. They made a couple passes. They was able to find a little crease there at the end. It was a quick play.
Obviously, you get a lot of attention with them defensively. How were they defending you, and what impact did it have on the rhythm you were getting?
Yeah, they did a good job of forcing me away and then helping in the paint. I just got to be more fundamental with my moves. Just feel like some shots went in and out for me today, but I still got to be. I play fast and turn the ball up. I mean, I just got to slow down and play my game. But they did a good job of making me see bodies.
Kevin Goran was talking about the foul discrepancy again. Just what can you guys do to kind of limit how often you guys were sending them to the line and just fouling them in general?
It was 26-24 fouls. I mean, both teams play physical and we're in the bonus pretty early in the quarters, but we don't want to do that. We want to play solid. But it's a physical game. I think both teams that kind of evened out.
Obviously, known Kyrie a long time. You played with him the last couple of years. Do you feel like the hostility that he gets from especially this crowd brings out the best in his game?
I don't think he worries about it. I think he just plays his game and do what's required out there. And tonight, the shot making, just controlling the game for us was incredible, and that's what we're gonna need going forward. So no matter where he's at, I think he's the same player.
I don't know if you saw, but it looked like he flipped off the fans a couple times, having gotten into it yourself over time with some fans. Did you feel like there was anything tonight that you heard cross the line?
I wasn't really focused on the fans. I mean, we know they're going to show out and support their team, but we know they're going to let Kyrie hear it as much as possible. So, it is what it is. That's a part of the sport.
This is two-parter, Kevin. Do you think he's the kind of guy that, I don't know, can he take little tiny things like that and use them as motivators, or is he not a guy that kind of operates that way?
I don't think he operates that way. I mean, he's just motivated just by waking up every morning and get a chance to live. That's the type of person he is. And, it's extra that you come out here and play the game that you love, So,
But that's all I'm going to say. Kevin Durant, he had his little interview. You know what I'm saying? The Celtics, hopefully we will take the series. I don't care if we take it in 7. It doesn't matter. But I wanted to talk about that, or actually play clips of that. So I'm happy that they won. Hopefully come Wednesday, game 2. It's going to start at 7. I'm not going to be able to watch it. But I hope they win. I'm sure Brooklyn will win that game to even up the series. But I hope overall Boston wins it against Brooklyn. But feel free, everybody, to check out my YouTube channel. Type in my names, Russell Mills, RUSSELLMILLS. May 22nd, 2017, my first video. Why Black People Settle for Less. So everybody take care. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.